So we have to answer to the question why it's so difficult to arrive to a better estimation, to more accurate figures about the civil casualties there in Raqqa. One primary reason is, as I mentioned, the United States Armed Forces, they will not provide any information with regard to the numbers of the attacks, the weaponry used, the locations that were targeted, etc. The high military officer of the United States have declared, quote, "We cannot release all information pertaining to strikes in order to preserve operational security."
The second reason making difficult to estimate the total number of civilians killed by the coalition attacks in Raqqa is represented by the bodies of such victims still remaining under the rubble of houses, buildings destroyed during the aerial attacks and artillery shelling on the city. Mines are still scattered all over the city and they have to be removed before excavation work would continue.
The attacks of the coalition forces, meaning the United States, the United Kingdom, France, mostly, in Raqqa lasted about 4 months. The operations were initiated on June the 6th and ended on October 17th, as you may recall. Thousands of airstrikes were ordered, and over 30,000 artillery shells were dropped and exploded in Raqqa. So you might have an idea of the devastating character of those attacks in Raqqa. Amnesty International severely contests the version given by the US military. By the coalition forces produced only 23 civilian victims. Do consider that only 8 days after the attacks were launched, the United Nations appointed an independent commission which visited the place and could establish that only after that week 300 people has been killed, and of those 200 in only one place, which was Al-Mansour.
According to the monitor organization Airwars, the coalition strikes killed at least 1,300 civilians. And the Syrian Network for Human Rights said that the coalition was responsible for 1,058 civilian killings.
Donatella Rovera and Benjamin Wolsby said the following in their article in The Guardian: "Minimizing harm to civilians is not just practice, it is the law. Site visits and interviews with survivors and witnesses are a crucial part of any investigation. Without proper investigations, complying with the laws of war is all but impossible." We at Swedish Doctor for Human Rights totally agree with expression by these two officers from Amnesty International.
Furthermore, Swedish Doctor for Human Rights considered that all the damage occasioned to the civilian population, to the city of Raqqa, as a consequence of the coalition forces' massive shelling on the city and the aerial attacks that were perpetrated, are, for the most part, the responsibility of the coalition, which means the United States and France and the UK mainly. And therefore they should take a responsibility in the reconstruction of the city.